Hello, guys. Here I am on day 23 of the Love Dare. I have been MIA for way too long. I'm going to do 3 days again today, which will get us caught back up, I believe. And then tomorrow will be, I think I'll just be back on track. And if I'm not, we're a day behind. My head can't wrap around that. So day 23 is love always protects. And the verse today is 1 Corinthians 13 and 7 out of the NIV. It reads, that is the verse as well. Apparently 1 Corinthians 13 and 7 says love always protects. That's almost as short as Jesus wept. Okay, so that's the second shortest verse in the Bible, I'm betting. If I was betting on the Bible, which of course we don't do. Today's dare is remove anything that is hindering your relationship. Any addiction or influence that's stealing your affections and turning your heart away from your spouse. Remove anything that is hindering your relationship. Any addiction or influence that's stealing your affections and turning your heart away from your spouse. Now, I don't know that I actually have affections that are turning my heart away from my spouse. But do we both get home every evening and spend hours upon hours either with the TV or with YouTube, which we both do now, and in different rooms? I could make an effort to at least be in the same room with the man. We're very comfortable in that sense, and we're both still getting over our craziness. I am at work today. I didn't miss any work. I'm doing what I have to do, but I did not go to church again yesterday. Neither did he. We just vegged together, and that was his birthday weekend, so we did whatever he wanted. Unfortunately, it wasn't much, which I'll probably talk about tonight on the live. And while we're doing this, if you're following this, you probably follow both. I'm wondering how any of you would feel about moving the live videos to Tuesday evening instead of Monday. What are your thoughts on that? Let me know. Mainly because that's my weigh-in day, and I will have the most current weekly with me that we could discuss. On Mondays, it's the very last day. You all know the weeklies by then, and if there's new information, it'd be easier for me to give it to you on Tuesdays. Enough about that. So, okay, I'm going to do my best to remove anything that's separating us, which he's going to look at me like, what are you doing? And why are you sitting in here? You know you love to sit in your room, and I do. And he loves to sit in his recliner, and that's true. But I got that new sectional so I could be in there with him, so I'll do my best. Day 24 is love versus lust. The world is passing away, and also its lusts. But the one who does the will of God lives forever. 1 John 2 and 17. The world is passing away and also its lusts, but the one who does the will of God lives forever. So day 24's dare says, end it now. Identify every object or lust in your life and remove it. Single out every lie you've swallowed in pursuing forbidden pleasures and reject it. I wonder if they're talking about hidden food. I find that in this love dare, I transfer a lot of it over to my weight loss journey. And maybe that's healthy and maybe that isn't. But there's been times in my life, and I bet you I could go find some of it, that I could find food that I have hidden in the house away from him. One, maybe I don't want him to eat it. I want it to be for me. Or two, I don't want him knowing I'm eating it. But today's dare is end it now. Identify every object or lust in your life and remove it. And I would say that if I personally am hiding food, I could say that that might be a lust for me. That's weird, I know, but I don't I don't really think about men in that sense. I don't go down that road. I don't know if it's that we're older, more settled, very comfortable. I don't know all that, but I don't know. I don't lust after other people. Food, on the other hand, just leave that alone. Single out every lie you've swallowed in pursuing forbidden pleasure and reject it. I keep putting it back to my diet, not my love for my honey. Lust cannot be allowed to live in a back bedroom, which a lot of the times is where I hide my food away from him. It must be killed and destroyed today and replaced with the sure promises of God and a heart filled with his perfect love. That's beautiful. I'm having a hard time with things that I'm lusting after in a back bedroom in regards to my relationship with my husband, because that's just not true. I know that it could very well be true for a lot of you. Pastor has preached on that very subject many, many, many times. Many times. But it is, and it is very run rampant in the world. If you are hiding things in your life away from your spouse that you do secretly and away from them because you know it goes against a perfect love relationship, then yes, you need to go and find it now and remove it. If it's magazines, if it's pornography, if there's anything that's causing you or your personal love for your spouse or the love that you have for Christ, if it's moving you in a different direction and you're hiding that, go get rid of it right now. Right now. And you feel free to share it. If that's going to help you get over it, you let me know and I will pray with you about it. For me, I kept thinking of food, which of course is my problem. Most people, that is probably not your personal journey. But I could see where it is very common these days that certain TV shows lead you down a wrong path. And more seriously, pornography or hidden, even romance novels can send you down a very bad path. I have to be real careful about what I allow my ears to hear or my eyes to see in regards to that, because I don't want to go down that road. So, day 25 says, love forgives. What I have forgiven, if I have forgiven anything, I did it for your sakes in the presence of Christ. 2 Corinthians 2:10. That is a beautiful, beautiful scripture. Today's dare for the 25th day of our journey, and I know we're getting caught up. We're behind now. Whatever you haven't forgiven in your mate, forgive it today. If you have any aught against your spouse in any way, bring it out. Get it out today. Tell it, share it, get it removed. Let it go, just as we ask Jesus to forgive us our debts. Each day we must ask him to help us forgive our debtors. Each day as well. Unforgiveness has been keeping you and your spouse in prison for too long. Say from your heart, I choose to forgive. Okay, let's go ahead and do day 26 as well, just to make sure we're on top of the ball. Day 26, love is responsible. When you judge another, you condemn yourself, since you, the judge, do the same things. Have you ever noticed that whenever, this has happened in my life so many times, You get a little cocky and a little bit smart alecky about something that someone else is doing, and you're all, I would never. And all of a sudden, you notice that you're either doing it, have just started doing it, or are just completely in the thralls of doing it. I think that this scripture really, really lays really tight in there. We are not the judge. We are not someone to be laying blame on other people. And we're definitely not perfect or anywhere near it. Let's see what today's dare is. Take time to pray through your areas of wrongdoing. Ask for God's forgiveness. Then humble yourself enough to admit them to your spouse. See, now me right now, I could think about a couple of things of food that I have hidden that, again, don't have anything to do with our spiritual walk, but yet we're both on a diet journey. And when he told me he didn't want me to bring in snacks anymore, I kept them in the house, but yet they're hid for the times that when he says, I really want something sweet, I'll already have them there. Knowing that I'm hindering him, and he's asked me not to do it. I had already done it. They were in the house when he asked me to do that, but I hid them. They're underneath the cabinet so that when he does ask for a sweet, they're there. Is that wrong? I don't know if that's exactly what they're talking about here, but I did that. I have food hid for him, even though I know he's wanting to lose weight, which is basically things that I do myself. I'm a terrible person. Anyways, do it sincerely and truthfully. Ask your spouse for forgiveness as well. No matter how they respond, make sure you cover your responsibility in love. Even if they respond with criticism, accept it and receive it as counsel. So he could very well really, really throw me on that one. He could be very upset with me, but I did it. I could have got rid of it. What happened was, that was weird. It was like someone was just moving papers right beside me. What happened was, okay, so that was day 26, and we're going to stop on day 26, but I'm going to talk about it here. So I had went and bought groceries, and I had him a pack of cookies, his favorite cookies, all chocolate so that I don't eat them because I'm allergic, I don't eat chocolate. And when I do, I pay for it, so I try not to eat chocolate. So I bought him his favorite pack of cookies and then this other thing that was kind of an Oreo cookie chocolate candy bar-ish type thing, which, whatever. And then I think there's one other thing in the pack. There was 3 items. I don't remember what the other one is. But when he told me that, I could have very easily just sent them down to the food bank. I could have done that, but I didn't. I stuck them underneath the cabinet in the back, hid way in the back, for the times whenever he says, I'm really wanting something sweet, I can just pull it out. Oh, here's your favorite cookies. Why would I do that to him, knowing that I hate when he does that to me? My goodness, people will not leave me alone today. The Gina's very popular today. Okay, for tonight, I will go ahead and catch you all at 6 o'clock. However, later on in that live video tonight, 6 o'clock Pacific time, I'm going to ask how you all feel about me doing it on Tuesdays versus Mondays, because I just think that will be better for all of us. And if you prefer I do Monday and Tuesday, I can do that. But I just kind of want to get your ideas. I will talk to you all later. Thanks for putting up for this with the sickie. I'm sorry. I know I'm not happy and funny and woohoo, go lucky these days, but it hurts to talk. It hurts to breathe. I'm just trying to get over this mess. Talk to you later. Bye-bye. God bless.